guys. Good morning. Hi, pretty. No, it's okay. It's okay. And then look at the cats. The cats are just like, what the hell? Hi, guys. So, Rafiki brought over her puppies. I put this thing here for them to sleep on because she was sleeping on that red one and it's become small for all of them, so now they're sleeping on this. So she brought them over yesterday, so I made them breakfast. Okay, well, I fed them twice yesterday and I think right now they're ready for food. I am currently cooking for them. So yesterday I thought I'd made like a big enough meal for 2 days, but it wasn't enough for 2 days because also I fed them twice. So now I've made twice the amount of food that I made yesterday. Hi, good morning. I undid my hair yesterday. What was I saying? Yes, about the puppies. So the thing is, I've been feeding Rafiki for the last like 3 weeks. If not, actually it's more, because the entire time, like from when we're making the dolls, so basically like over the last month and a half. And I was wondering, I'm like, I'm feeding this kadogo and I'm not seeing any difference in her body. So I was just like, because I thought she had 2 puppies. So I was like, Juna nyonywa, since you're breastfeeding, let me feed you so that at least when the puppies are suckling, you're not left empty, right? So I then saw, like the other day, I'd gone to hang clothes and then I see like so many black puppies and I'm like, huh? And because there was another dog here that was pregnant, right? So the 2 I had seen suckling Rafiki was slightly grown and brownish. So I was just like, it's a weird combo. But then I was like, okay, maybe the daddy was, okay, looking brown and whatnot. The other cat dog is like the white and brown one. It was pregnant and I have not seen it in the last like 2 weeks or a week and a half, and I'm worried because I don't know where she is. But again, she's not my dog. But like I feed her sometimes, like she'll come, I feed her. I've not seen her, so that's a bit concerning. So I see these tiny puppies just like following Rafiki, and I was like, why are there so many puppies? Then now when she came with them here, I don't know if she like told them let's go or what the process is, but I saw them and they have like the same dots that she has like on her face, because she has like 2 dots over here. They all have that, and I was like, oh wow, so you've been feeding 9 puppies, because her puppies are 7 and then the other 2, so she's been feeding 9 puppies. And I was like, you know what, that's why I felt like she was even getting skinnier despite the fact that I was feeding her. And I was like, what? So now I'm making food for both her and the puppies, because if they're full of the food, they won't suckle as much, right? Because they're still trying to breastfeed and all. So they won't milk her as much if they've eaten some food versus if they've not. So yesterday morning I fed them. I also fed them in the evening. So now I'm making food for today. And also I am giving away the puppies. Okay, I'm finding them homes where they'll be taken care of and fed and everything, because also I am not going to feed 10 dogs. And then my plan is, after we give away the puppies, I'm gonna find a way to get her spayed so that she doesn't get pregnant again, because now it looks like she's gonna live here. And the thing I appreciate about her, I think I mentioned, she's very respectful of the cats. 1, I would want her to get spayed so that she doesn't get pregnant again. And 2, if she's spayed, when she's on heat, whatever, she's not going to attract other random dogs, like the male dogs, because they randomly show up. So to also avoid that, so that my cats are safe, so that it doesn't end up becoming disastrous having Rafiki over. That's my plan. So I posted on my Instagram, so if you're seeing this, unfortunately you might be late, but I'm not certain because this video is for later on. I don't know when this video is going up. I'm not certain right now because yeah, but in case the dogs are still available, I'm going to leave that information in the description box. But I had posted on my Instagram yesterday, and there's also there's already a couple of people who showed interest, and probably this coming week I'm going to drop them because I'd rather rehome all of them this week than next week get into getting nanny spayed. Anyway, I'm hoping we're going to find all of them homes. Oh, I told you Rafiki got her own sufuria, she has her own mwiko, and then she has her bowl for water and food, although right now I'm using all 3 bowls outside because with the tiny ones I'm giving them a larger bowl, then they eat around it, and then Rafiki gets her own bowl, and her other bowl, her water bowl, is also being used to feed the puppies. But of course, once we rehome them, it will go back to just being her water bowl. So yeah, it's a chilly morning, the first official chilly. And when I say official chilly, I mean the other times when it's been a bit grayish in the morning, we've seen like fog from a distance, no wetness, no nothing. Today the grass is wet. Fog was not from a distance. I could see fog like in the trees in the compound. So I'm like, oh, and then I remembered apparently they said that it should start raining on Tuesday. It's okay, babes. Jojo has been hanging out on this window. He really enjoys it. No, we sit there. Go babies. No, I just want to cover you. See, one of you is shaking. No. Let me. Baby, are you okay? This one is like shivering. Let me cover you so that you don't feel cold. There you go. I want to cover you guys. There you go. It's okay, just sit. So what do we do? Are you cold, or do we get you a box? Keep this one warm? Guys, can you keep this little puppy warm? Oh, you're listening. Good job. Here, come here. Good. On this side. Come. Oh, you guys are cold. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. It's okay. We've got you. Come here. Come here, baby. Do you wanna cover there? There you go. Guys, do you wanna move that way? Hi. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Let's go. We keep this one warm. Uh-oh. Good morning. Look at this one. He was trying to sit on top of the laptop, but yeah, I didn't let him. Good morning. Today is Monday, and Monday is admin day. Admin, very loosely. Whatever. I am editing some reels, some short form videos. Also, I brought my desk chair here because I usually work from here, and actually I'm shocked as to why I had not done this before. It's so much more comfortable working on this while seated on this. When I'm working, I don't work in total silence. I am playing Real Housewives of Abuja. Thing is, I've been unable to get into this show. I don't know. I watched the first episode. I was just like, so far in Africa, Durban definitely number one. Oh yeah, Cape Town is even worse. I was not even, at least with Abuja, I was able to watch the entire first season. With Cape Town, not first season, first episode. With Cape Town, I couldn't even finish the first episode. I just felt like it's like, what's going on, or whatever. Like with Real Housewives of Nairobi, I already have some favorites, and I already have people I'm like, yeah. Like I'm loving Mine, I'm loving Vera, I'm hating Susan. Like, okay, hate is a strong word. I'm not liking Susan. She's making herself not very likable. Also, what happened to Joe Bag? Like, what happened to Real Housewives of Joe Bag? It's like once they introduced Durban, they were like, ugh, F Joe Bag. No one cares for Joe Bag anymore. I still wonder, is it like those ladies didn't want their contracts renewed or whatever? Just find us new people. Like, honestly, we don't care. Just, can we get Joe Bag back? I don't know. Something. But so far, Durban is definitely giving. I am surprised by Nairobi, I will not lie. The interesting question is, who's going to host the reunion for the Kenyan version? Because even like with the essay ones, I feel like they've been failing. So far, I have not watched a reunion, the African reunion ones, where I felt satisfied with the way the reunion went, because there's so many things that don't get addressed. And sometimes I'm like, it's so easy to know the things that need to be addressed, because all you have to do is just go check on Twitter. People have conversations about these episodes and about these ladies and about certain things where we're like, oh, and even heading to the reunion, there's conversations about, oh, I hope they ask so and so about this, which means us as the audience are seeing these things, but you'll come and you're like, oh, but I can't see. You just bad box the whole thing. Come on. So I'm curious to see the host of the reunion, but I am almost certain they'll get it wrong. Like when it comes to the Real Housewives, you have to choose a host who's messy. And not messy like they want to fight people. Like messy in terms of like, one, they're following the show every week, so they're not missing anything. Invested in the characters, you're invested in the show, you watch every week, and you don't only watch when you get the job, but you're like, oh, let's just skim through it so that we know who everyone is and what they do and blah, blah. No, it should be someone who's willing to ask all the right questions. Because I feel like they should change us. I would rather you give us a 3-part series. But when we leave, we're like, questions answered. Because even now, like with the Nairobi one, I am sure no one is going to check that Jungu chick. I've refused to say her name. If you're not watching Real Housewives of Nairobi, please watch. And then we can have conversations about it. But let me know if you are watching. Let me know what your thoughts are so far. Also, which characters are you rooting for? I'm hoping they're not going to like physically fight. Oh, yeah, I'm curious. Also, Also, who do you think would make a good host for the reunion? Like, so I don't know. Because even like with the essay ones, they've been really missing the mark so far. I can't, like, can they just have, I feel like concert with the Real Housewives of Durban, I would want to watch Lasizwe hosting a reunion. I'd be so curious to see. I feel like he'd bring all the sauce, all the I feel like it would be messy, but like really good messy, you know, like the whole I would tell us, that kind of messy. It's like, you're skipping the point, you're jumping, you're glossing over it. Can we go back? I feel like Lasizwe would do a really good job. In Kenya, Real Housewives of Nairobi, oh Lord. Our problem is, now I know where the problem is, which I think is also what's happening in SA, and I think it's also what happened in Lagos. They hire MCs. That's the problem. They hire an actual MC to host the reunion. Instead, like, at an actual MC, like people who are MCs, and an MC is not going to, because the job of an MC is to keep everyone happy. But you see, the thing is, we're not here to keep people happy. We want to get the information. Why were you lying? That is the question. Do you see? Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like I've been ranting about Real Housewives for the last 20 minutes. My advice to the people who are making Real Housewives of Nairobi, Eugene, I'm talking to you. Don't hire an MC for the reunion. Get an actual entertainer. Someone who really understands, someone who's watching, someone like, don't get an MC. If you get an MC, it's just gonna be another boring reunion. Yeah. Anyway. Hi, how are you? It's definitely late at night if you can't tell. It is. And I remember like a year ago, like the beginning of last year, I sat in front of my fireplace in this very carobe of mine, and I told you about how I was planning to date myself for the year and see how that goes. And I did go on a lot of dates, some more intentional than others. The dates where like I would really think ahead, including like what I was going to wear, where I was going to go, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to experience, what I wanted to feel. And then sometimes life gets in the way. I had dates where I was like, yeah, that counts like as a date, where I would be like, oh wait, I've not done my date this month. And then I'd be like, but I did this and this and that and that, so it counts. So that happened. Anyway, I'm bringing back my intentional now. I'm very intentional about it. I don't know how that got there. I'm very intentional. I want to do a lot more intentional dates versus that counts as a date. So I want to refine my dating myself process. This is my dates jar. Dates. So we have at home and outsiding dates, right? But especially with the outside, even at home, there are certain dates where you have to really plan ahead. I have to like get something, you have to make an appointment, you have to maybe do some research. Like for instance, this year, one of the dates I want to go for is I want to go for a pole dancing lesson. I want to go for a pole dancing class. And you see that, if that's the date that I feel like I want to do, like say that month, I have to do my research to see, first of all, is there a place where I can find this class? Do I have to book in advance? And then plan ahead. Is there something specific that I need and all that kind of stuff? Let's say I want to go zip lining at, it's called what, Ngarindari? Is it? No, Ngarindari is where people go in. We might be able to do that one this year because guess who is starting her swimming lessons? I even have an instructor. But then now, I'm a little worried because suddenly the weather has started being like, oh, we are feeling rain. The rain is around the corner. Now I'm like, I'm welcoming the rain because my grass is brown. I'm like, this, yeah, the drought was droughting. Brown, like, I'm very open to rain because I still want to be able to go sit in the nini. But the swimming pool I have access to does not have it's not a heated pool. So, but yeah, maybe we will go dive in the Ngarindare waters. We shall see. For those who are not Kenyans, it's a spot where people go. There's waters and people say it's very Bali-esque. So yeah, if say anyway, what I'm implying is, if say those are the things I want to do, I have to plan ahead. So when I have a color coded, I want to have a color coded system where when I pick, I know the kind of date I'm already picking. So if it's at home, I have a specific color for at home. So I'm like, oh, so what do we do this month for our at home date? If say I want to do a date that's under 3,000 bob, I'm like, oh cool, I want to do a date that's under 3k. I already know I'm picking a date under 3k. So that's what we're doing. So I've taken out my just date. This weekend I'm going on my first date for the month. So when I tell you, it's very easy to be like, but you have this. So at first I was like, I don't need to really plan an outside date for March, because my friend's birthday is in March, Mondays birthday is in March, and we always do something for Mondays birthday. So I was like, so that will count as a date. And I was like, actually, no, that will not count as a date, because I'll be doing something for and with Mwende, so it won't be about me, it won't be a date. Even if I go have a good time, I'm saying, oh, I'm here to have a good time, it will be, the day is in celebration of someone else. The idea of me taking myself on these dates is they are in celebration of me, they are about me, they are me showing me love. So I was like, you know what, that's me participating in someone else's self-love situation, birthday type thing. So I was like, you know what, that will not count, that should not count as a date. So I was like, okay, whatever. The other thing I am going to use now for my separation thing is I'm using popsicle sticks. Wow, how dramatic. So we're using the popsicle sticks. I don't think I have enough, but we're going to start with this, and then I can just get more when I go to River Road. Those like candy stores, because this ones I bought from a shop in Westlands called, it's called Sugar World. Yes, they sell a lot of baking and candy stuff, baking thingies and whatnot. So these ones I've had for a while. I had bought them for a DIY back in the day, so I've kept them for a while. So we're going to start with this, and then we're going to use like these mark pens, because I have different colors. This one's, we're going to mark the tips, like we just put, you know what would have been so much easier to do, but I don't have the energy, food color, and then dip these ones. So if we have like blue, we dip the blue ones, we dip in green, we dip, and then we take them out, they dry, and then we write on them. That's going to take too much time and effort, and I want to do this now. Maybe the ones that come, we can do that. The ones that I go by afterwards, we'll do that with them. For now, let's start here. So let's just do some categories. So we have at home, and then here we have outside. So okay, sawa. So we basically have some categories. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That feels like a lot. So let's just divide this. We have 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 at the moment. So we'll just start with that, and then once I buy more sticks, then we can, I would want to fill this entire jar with whatever. Anyway, this is me showing you my process, and then once I fill up the jar, we'll decide. So we have like a Sharpie, and
I am never gonna tell you that will probably impel you. If you know everything about it, you are not gonna like it. But 2 words, then you got it. And 2 minutes later, you didn't know we had started on mine.
I have finished doing the sticks that I had, because they're the ones that were going to determine how far I was going to go. So the ones that I'm yet to do, I think I'll just put them back in here for safekeeping until I come back with more popsicle sticks. The pink is an at-home date that requires planning. So this one is like make yourself a candlelit dinner. This one is try a new recipe. So that's what pink is for. So once we have this jar full, because I'm going to fill this up, they're going to like stand up like this so that I can easily just pull by color. And then red is an outside date that requires planning. So like this one is book yourself a hotel room for a night. Then we have purple, which is dates that are under 5k, under or over 5k. Purple is over 5k. Then green is under 3K. Dates under 3K, yes. Yes, under 3K. These are at-home dates, the light green, the highlighter green. At-home dates that will not cost me money. So these are free at-home dates. Then the orange is under 5K. So I am tired, but I have to start editing. I have to continue editing. Started this morning. So I have to edit until probably like midnight, because right now it is 10:18. Oh wow. Do I just sleep? Do I just sleep and wake up like early? No, but then the problem with that. So I'm gonna end this particular video here. So yeah, in the next video you'll see me taking the puppies. So I'm the one delivering them. Guys are not coming to pick them. I want to take them. I want to see the places that these puppies are going, and also I want to be able to keep in touch with the guys who get the puppies. Just be like, okay, I want to know how they're doing and all that. Also the things like also finding out that, you know, someone has had experience raising a puppy and all that. I have no experience. Oh, we're being left with one, the white one, because it's the only one that's white. So I'm gonna keep that one, and of course Rafik is gonna stick around. We need a name for the new puppy, so we have to come up with a name. I don't know what the name is, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure we will. Even Rafiki, the reason I started calling her Rafiki is because every time I would say, I'd be like, hi friend, and then she'd get excited and come to me. Is that her? Are you okay? Okay, cool. I think she was close to the window and then she had her name. So I think she was actually reacting to me saying her name. Because I asked her if she's okay and she just wiggled her tail. So I think she's fine. So yeah, so I guess we have a dog now. Or two. A dog and a puppy. Oh Lord. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess that's that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you picked up on some thingies. If nothing else, I hope you enjoyed spending time with me and all that. I'm going to see you tomorrow on the other side. And if you want to see how the bathroom is coming along, episode 4 of the bathroom makeover, it is looking... Hey, it's looking lovely. The bathtub is in there, the cabinet is back in there and it's painted, the cavanity, the shower cubicle is up, the space is painted. It looks really, really, really beautiful. So you have to, you know, check that video out tomorrow. And on here, I'll see you on Tuesday. Have yourself a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in future upcoming videos. Don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to, because most of the people who watch have not subscribed. Subscribe so that you'll be notified of new uploads and you'll be, you know, in the know when stuff is popping. And tell your friends to tell their friends, and you know, we can all be one big happy family. Have yourself a lovely weekend. Bye.